The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin.
Welcome, folks. We get the Dow Industrials up 20. The Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are flat. Gold contract is down $8, trading at $11.79. We get silver down 12 at $16.04. Platinum is check that out, 1,004. That's a lot. First time it's been over 1,000 in a long period of time. We have copper. Copper's down 3 pennies, trading at $2.39. You get oil up 43 at 46.81. Bonds 10-year. Down 2 at 129.01. 30 is up 6 at 159.26. King dollar's up at 210 ticks at 94.64. We got option expiration happening, and what you can expect out here, folks, is that you're going to get a slow sell-off in this market. What we had out here yesterday is that you had an expansion, topside, nice juice, no doubt. Bottom line, nothing behind it, though. Price-wise, it moved, and it moved really well. Volume-wise, you just didn't have it. We're at the top of the range coming into the September 17th area. What I expect you're going to see a slight sell-off today. What is going to be pretty wild for an option expiration day is that the volatility actually was yesterday versus today, meaning you have option expiration. The market got where it wanted to get to, and you've come right into it. When we take a look at the SPY, what you have with the SPY is this. The high of the range is 202.89. Thus far, we've hit 203.02. Bottom line is that it sold right off at that top. It's pretty amazing that you can actually get up into a number when you're dealing with the 200 level, and bottom line, can't do it. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You see the banner on the top and the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. You'll see how these contracts trade. We are coming to you live from the Traders Expo in Las Vegas. Bottom line is it's 7 o'clock in the morning out here. These guys on the West Coast, I'm telling you, man, they got to get up early in the morning, no doubt. We take a look at the gold. So let's take a look at gold. Gold has had quite a run, topside, folks, and this is what we have out here. We're at 1180. The low of today was 1175. High 1184. What we've done out here today, and this is always important on a Friday, because on a Friday they can basically take it south very quickly. Bottom line is that there's no sellers. There's no sellers after. We've actually just run 1103. When you're looking at that, week and a half ago, we're at 1180. We're moving sideways. It looks like we're building another ABC structure up in order to get up into this 1234 area. Bottom line is that there's something happening inside, I suspect, the inflation area. We go over to King Dollar. We take a look at King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar had a run downtown on Wednesday. Thursday goes topside. What we have out here today is that you have lighter volume. Right now, we're at the 94.64 level, and we'll see whether we get any juice. What that does do at 94, as we got back inside 94.19, saying, okay, are you going to try to bounce up to this 95.30? And the 95.30, that level at 95.30, where we're trading, that's coming into the downdraft off those highs. Some of the Dow stocks out here we're looking at, you get Honeywell's down $1.10. You get IBM off 26 cents. Walmart's off 74. Walmart, no doubt. You talk about a monster hit, and it's pretty amazing when you look at what happened with Walmart. Meaning, we were talking about this for a long period of time too. Is that Walmart had come out of a 12-year consolidation, goes topside, couldn't handle the 90 level. But once it got back inside this 70, well, actually, it was 60, no, it was a 72 area. Let me pull this up a little bit longer. Actually, you got to bring it back further. Once it got back inside that area, it's like you're going to $40. And needless to say, never expecting it would go down $10 in one day, or $10 in one day. Bottom line is that Walmart's on its way to $42.35, and you're at 58 right now. There we go. So market-wise, we get inside the Nasdaq, the NDX, the strength versus the weakness. Just 1 second. Sorry, folks. There we go. The strength versus the weakness. This is what we have. You get Mattel is up 354. No. Mattel's up $1.09 to $23. You get Tesla. This computer's just real slow, folks. Sorry about this. Tesla's up $8.69, trading to $230. Mylan Pharmaceutical. You have Mylan. Wow. Mylan is up 98 cents, trading at $43.71. The inside the S&P, between the S&P and the Nasdaq, both of those future contracts, folks, are right at the top of their range. What I expect you're going to see out here today, as I said at the beginning of the program, they hit the top of the range. They're not going to be able to handle, well, they haven't handled the top of the range yet. If you're going to bust out, this would be the perfect day for the market to bust out. But what you have is that the amount of energy the market took yesterday just to get up to the top of the range, that's what it wanted to do. It wanted to do it, I suspect, between the puts and the calls, option expiration, all of the above. Thus far, inside the NQs, the high of yesterday was 44.12. We've got to 44.26. You're at 44.10 right now, and I expect you're going to see not a heavy sell-off, but what you are going to see at the end of the day, most of these markets are going to be slightly in the red. What that will set up, that'll set up lower prices coming into next week. Bottom line, gold, XAU, HUI, all of the above, they want higher prices. King dollar, that's going to be a big number. If King dollar, it can either make it or break it. Thus far, King dollar goes down with volume on Wednesday, goes up yesterday, nice move yesterday, had some juice behind it. This morning, doesn't have enough juice in order to get to higher price. If we go over and we take a look at where the XAU is trading, XAU right now is at the top of the range, and it's going to get interesting with the XAU because we had come down so fast from the 68 level the XAU on the in May was at 68, goes straight down to 44. As we're going back up, it's going to be easy for the XAU to get to the 68 area. Right now we're at 57. You take a look at the HUI. HUI is trading at 138 right now. Same type of setup in the HUI. The HUI went very swiftly in May from 173 down to the 105 area. Right now we're trading at 138. It's going to be just as easy for the HUI to get up to the 168 area. What has happened and what you'll see here is that on the weekly charts, you have a few gold stocks that have taken their swing point out on the weeklies with really good volume. If you take a look at an Eco Eagle AEM, AEM right now is trading at 29.88. The May level that it's going after is 34.89, which is pretty amazing because we hit 30 right now. That little baby, when it took out the swing point from August, what it had on the daily, it didn't have the volume. On the weekly, however, it had the volume. Great Panther's been, on a percentage basis, it's been a heck of a run. This is a silver producer. Well, I guess we just did it. It's beautiful. Yeah, we just did it. So Great Panther is one of the first equities that got into, we'll see whether it can close over it. Great Panther got to 62 today, 62. The 62 cents this is the high of May 18th. And if we put this on a weekly, let's see how this is going to set up. On a weekly basis, 57, 1.9. Oh, this is, hey, so check this out. This is pretty intense. So on a weekly basis, we're going up with 4.3 million versus 1.9. So a close of a 63 on this weekly basis is a big number. So with that setting up, your next leg up there will go to 91. The larger leg is to 149. So that's a very good move on the weekly basis, on the daily basis, in order to get the higher price. You got the Nasdaq looks like it wants to give it up here. We're dealing with the there she goes. 1 second. The NQs right now. We're at 44.05. The spike up here at you stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is up 10. Nasdaq is down 5. S&Ps are off 2. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials up 9, the Nasdaq is down 3, S&Ps are off 2. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top, on the side. You can hit the banner, bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these contracts trade. Our man, Mr. Darryl Martin, has a great show every Wednesday, Thursday. We do the show Friday mornings, 10 to 11. This morning, I'm having a little problem on how it's coming across, and I do apologize for that. Bottom line is that when you take a look at the weakness out here today, yesterday you had this run price-wise, not with the volume, got you to the top of the range. What I expect you're going to see out here today, which we have thus far, is that you gave up the top of the range, and I don't expect a large downdraft. What I do expect, however, is that the NQs right now are at 4403. Another 20 points down, which is not a huge amount inside those future markets, yes. Why? Because it's how we start running yesterday at 1:30 in the afternoon. At 1:30 in the afternoon, the market itself was trying to bust through the October 13th level at 4390. It makes sense that that's where it's going to try to get back to. What does that do? That just says that you try to get to a high, got to the high, couldn't handle the price, pulls back, and what's going to be intriguing here is that are we going to get lighter volume on an option expiration? Because what ended up happening is this: if in fact we come in with heavier volume, that would set up a test of next week at those highs. Right off the bat, of course, option expiration should have heavier volume. But what is going on is that you're going into that September high, which in itself did have some very high volume. We'll go take a look at the small caps. The way the small caps had lined up is this. This is pretty wild. The small caps are actually the cleanest line that, number one, it couldn't get to that September 17th high. The low of the September 17th high is 116.68. We got to 116.30. That was on Tuesday. Yesterday, even with the run of yesterday, it didn't get up to that level. So the small caps, I expect what you're going to see is that's going to come back, run into this 108.26 area, the bottom of that range. And you want to keep your eye on those small caps. Why? Because that was the only large industry that couldn't make it up to that higher swing point. And so that's showing the weakness. And what's pretty incredible about that too is that you have many of the small commodity stocks that are inside that indice. The Dow Industrials were at 17,146. Now the high of the September 17th is 16,933. So the Dow is showing that, okay, when you come down to that level, it's going to be intriguing if, in fact, what kind of energy it has coming back into that level. Because as it went over that level, last week, bottom line is that as you're coming back into it, that's going to have some real support. Why? Because when we get over that level, it did have lighter volume. But when you're coming back inside of that volume bar in September should give that some support on the way down in order to stop it from coming back inside it. My take is that, yes, we'll get back inside it, but the takedown is going to be intriguing to see, can it do it? We go take a look at the QQQ, the actual ETF structure. Inside the Q, what you have thus far is this. The number to watch in the Q is going to be 107.26. And what that is the high that on the 13th, it was building cause. It got over that high. It did it with lighter volume. The spike at the end of the market yesterday was kind of intriguing because what you had is this. At 1550, you had some monster volume. We had 3.4 million. And what that was, of course, is that when you're buying the QQQ or the stocks inside the QQQ, the operator of the Q, which is the State Street, had to turn around and get that net asset value correct. Now, we're at 107.68. You get under 107.57, what that's going to unload is what? That's going to unload not immediately, but throughout the day, those shares will get unloaded. So that's where the support comes in. Thus far, we've gone to 107.55. It rejected it. It just rejected it as we're talking right now. That's going to be the benchmark inside those Qs. So all day long, I suspect what you're going to have here from an option is really different. You're going to have low volatility.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pezzavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials up 9. You get the Nasdaq flat. S&P's down 2. Gold contract is down $4.90 at 11.82. You get silver down 6 cents at $16.09. If we take a look at silver, bottom line, just as gold, this contract wants higher price. Pretty impressive for Friday that they can't knock it down. What you have silver is come off that bottom. We're talking you're talking a bottom coming off of the 1450 area in August. You're up into there's some resistance here, you know, on silver at the from where we were trading in June. What I expect you're going to see, it's going to probably in June from June 4th, folks, over to the 23rd, we traded right at the levels that we're at. So we're building cars right now in order to get up into this 1785 area. As I said a little bit earlier, what is intriguing is that the Great Panther, small silver producer, is one of the first equities to get up into that May area. Let's go take a look at a First Majestic. That's AG. First Majestic right now is trading at $4.15. That May area is 545. In First Majestic, the swing point that it's dealing with right now is 412. We've got to 424 today. We also, yesterday, we ran up to the 429 area, and we had the volume as we ran into that area. It looks like, number one, we're going to have the volume. The real key is going to be, do you have the price, and can you close on a weekly basis over this 412? Right now, we're at 417. Volume-wise, what you've done is this. We've done 9.3 million versus that swing point of 8.6. So it's pretty impressive what these equities have actually done after the beat they took coming all the way down. Market, again, is flattening out. If we go over to the financials, the XLF, what we have with the financials is this. The XLF got to a high today of 23.57. We're 23.45, and the swing point that it's going into is the downdraft from the 17th of September, 23.69, 61 million shares traded. It's not even going to come close to that. So it looks to me like you're going to have a failure at that price point once again. JP Morgan, we take a look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan traded to a price point today of 62.43. The swing you're dealing with, never mind the September swing. The September swing is 64.64. The low of that is 62.39. So it's the low of the downdraft that JP Morgan is dealing with right now. And it looks to me like you're going to have a failure after Tuesday, this Tuesday. Come out with numbers. Bottom line, you go south with 28 million. You're trying to take out the high. You get 5 million thus far. So we should do about 25, 30 million today. That 25, 30 million, however, is coming into the 21 million. And, we'll see whether it can get into and over that price point. At this particular point, it doesn't look like it's even going to have a shot. We go over to the oil market. We take a look at oil. Oil, it got to a price point out here today of 47.47. We're at 46.27. So what that is setting up is that it's going to go to the bottom of the range. Now, it's going to be intriguing about oil is that what you had yesterday was pretty impressive, actually. It rejected lower price. It rejected the low at 45.23, and it looked like, hey, we're going to go to the top of this range. The way it operated this morning, got over those highs. It's under them right now. Let me make sure I get the right contract because oil rolls every month, folks. So right now we're dealing with, where are you, baby? Okay, so, no, interesting. Okay, 1 second, hold it. We're dealing with the next contract. So let me see how this is setting up. So right now we're in December. And on December, we've got to this is going to be impressive. Okay, so as the roll is taking place, folks, yesterday we did 277,000 contracts. You get to a price point of 47.53. It rejected the 45.79 level. And actually today, you're going to have decent volume. This is building cars. We can get down to the 46.26 level, but it looks to me that you're actually building cars for higher price. And it's going to be intriguing because if oil actually breaks that consolidation it's in, there's going to be some decent action topside. The market itself, the S&P's are flat, the Nasdaq's flat, Dow's flat. If we go take a look at those E-minis for a second and just see how this range is setting up. This is almost, what's amazing here is it's almost like a summer trading deal here, meaning that you get a small range setup compared to what we're used to lately. And I suspect what you're going to see out here is this thing will flatten out by noon. It's flat right now. But the range out here today is only 10 points inside the S&P futures. The low out here is 2013. 2013 was established at 0710 this morning. And the top of that range was right at the open. The top of the range was 2023. Right now, you're laying out at 2018. Inside the Nasdaq futures, what we have. Nasdaq futures right now are at 4415. The low is 4403. The high is 4426. That's a very short range inside the Nasdaq. If you have the Nadex platform up, where the sell would be inside these NQs would be at the 4419 area. If you're a bear, if you're a bull, the buy is at this 4403 area. I do apologize that we don't have the platform up, the charts up, and what's going on is that we have a decent internet connection, but it's just not enough to push this as I'm used to. Let's put, as to pushing it out into the audience. We take a look at the bond market, folks. The bond market continues to say it wants higher price, lower yield. If we finish the 10-year where we are right now, which is 129.03, what you're going to have on a weekly basis is that you're finishing at highs. The closing high from the week of August 24th was 128.20. Right now at 129.03. So it's above the range. It's a complex ABC up. And all that means is that you got over the highs, you had the volume over the highs, you come back underneath it, and once again, we got back over that level. The 30-year, we take a look at the 30-year bond. The 30-year bond is at 159.02. That also, bottom line, is going to be a closing weekly high. Well, actually, 1 second. No, 159.13 thus far is the closing weekly high. That was the close of the August 24th week. So the bond market, this is pretty wild. So the intraday high today was 159.11. That was the closing high of the week of the 24th. So in both cases, those bonds are laying at the high. That is saying, number one, they want higher price. Behind the move, however, is that you actually have the volume behind the move. And that's quite impressive in itself, because each and every time that this market gets into higher price inside that bond market, it's like the Fed keeps saying they're going to raise the rates. Bottom line, the market keeps saying that, no, you're not going to raise the rates. So the amount of demand that's going into the bond market is heavier than the supply at this particular point. When we take a look at the actual rates, what you have is that the 10-year is at 2.016. And as you look at that across the world, that rate is still a very high rate in the context of where we are inside the marketplace. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness. Of course, when the Dow went down 157 on Wednesday, that was all about Walmart. Bottom line, Walmart is putting more pressure on the Dow once again. Caterpillar is the leader on the way down. Caterpillar right now is down $1.34 at 69.49. Walmart is down 42 at 58.91. You get United Health down 80 cents at 119.37. Apple is down 67. The leaders inside the Dow Industrial right now is that you get GE up 47 cents at 28.51. Merck is up 73 at 51.45. You get Visa up 50 cents at 75.84. And United Travelers, rather, is up 63, trading out at 105.53. The NDX 100. Inside the NDX, Seagate Technology has been getting taken apart. Seagate's down 191 at 39.53. Green Mountain continues lower. That's down 171 at 51.06. Wynn Resorts, it's actually pretty good compared to what it was last night. Win is down $2 at $71. And what happened with Win, folks, is this: is it was pretty amazing when you read the story, is that they are opening a new casino in Macau, China. Bottom line is that they put 4.5 billion. It's 4.1 billion, and Steve Wynn, who's the CEO, last night came out. He was criticizing the Chinese bureaucrats for the reason that at this point, when the casinos open March 25th, and they don't know how many gaming tables they can have just yet. But bottom line is that that's how they're in the gambling business, and I guess that's how it goes in Macau, China. But when that came across, that was after the market closed last night. When that came across, what did happen is that Win was down $7. So down 2 is not a bad deal inside the context of where it's been. And when you look at Win, Win has gone, it's been a straight line move down. Now, so Win has gone from a price point of $247. That $247 was March of 2014, down to $50. What has happened, though, and this is something you want to keep your eye on, when Win came off the lows last week, that's the first time it came off the lows with some real volume. So even on a dead cat bounce, Win can get to 108, and you're at 71. So that's something that's going to be a tradable stock, I suspect, in the next few weeks. Today we get down to 66. You're at 71. I wouldn't be biting just yet. 63, 76. That's the high of October 2nd. The ultimate would be if it actually did get back to the 54.75 area. The 54.75 area is the lows of where that took off and went topside. The Rheingold Resources, we go over to Rheingold Resources. We take a look at Rheingold Resources. Rheingold right now is trading at a price point of 70.63. The high that that is going after is that May high. That May high out there is 77.79. We take a look at this on the weekly basis, and what you have is this is going to need a little more. Well, no, we had the volume last week, so we did 5.3 million versus 4.7, taking a swing point out. You know, so that setup is there. What has also happened is this: we're at 70.57. March, the week of March 6th, all of these gold and silver equities, that was a big downdraft week. Rheingold is into that downdraft right now by a couple points. Now, the spread on that bar is 11 points. A couple points into it is a decent deal, though, so I suspect you are going to make that run up into that 78 area. We take a look at the euro. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 14, Nasdaq up 7, S&Ps are up 1.5. Actually, they're flat. We get the gold contract down to 410. Silver is down 6 cents. And pretty amazing. For an option expiration, you're going to have a flat market out here, folks. That's how this thing is running out. And what is going to be intriguing is as we move through that day to see what type of volume comes in this market. Thus far, what you have is this. The SPY is coming into 276 million. You know, it's not even close to doing that. What we did yesterday is 134 million. Now, we should do at least that or over that. If you can't move on price coming up to these highs, it's saying, guess what? You know, it can't bust them up. It's going to try to bust them back down. Inside the SPY, your benchmark is that high of yesterday, which is the 202.36. Right now, you're over it by 20 cents. You know, we'll see. And it's actually, let me put this, I'm going to put this on a weekly for a second so we can see what the benchmark is on a weekly. So on a weekly, our benchmark is 201.90. So the market would have to give up, quite a bit actually to do that. You don't close underneath that. That'd be saying, guess what? Next week you can go once again for this 202.89 area. That's inside the SPY. If we take a look at inside the NASDAQ, use the 3 Qs inside the NASDAQ, what you're going to see is this. The Qs right now are trading at 107.90. And we're dealing with 106.73. So it looks to me like the Qs actually are gonna close over the highs of last week, over the highs of 2 weeks ago. That is saying that the Qs can next week go test this 108.72 area. The indice volume right now that we're dealing with. So you get an hour and a half into the marketplace. We're dealing with 293 million on NYSE, which is light volume, by the way, period. Never mind for an option expiration. Now, inside the NASDAQ, though, the NASDAQ has volume. The NASDAQ has done 540 million thus far. So inside that NASDAQ, you do have volume inside that NASDAQ. I do, again, apologize, folks. Normally we get the charts up in this. Normally my son Tommy, Daryl's here, and unfortunately this didn't work out today like we planned. But we do appreciate you growling a problem with us out here. You stay right there because don't forget, our man Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. Nico and Paige will keep you happy, healthy. We get Steve Rhodes coming up, Dave White, and this afternoon I believe Steve Rhodes and Dave White are going to be doing my afternoon show. I do want to thank all the Tigers and Tigresses that have visited us at our booth. This is the last day of the Traders Expo at the Paris Hotel. It's been a good show. There's been a lot of people here. Seen a lot of good Tigers and Tigresses out here growling a problem with us, and I want to thank everyone out there for coming by and saying hi. Dow right now is up 12. You get the NASDAQ up 7. S&Ps are flat. And as I said, a few times throughout the show, it's pretty amazing that on an option expiration, the whole thing just flattened out. And it's all about energy. What you had yesterday, it took a lot of energy to get price-wise up into those higher levels. And as you were going into those higher levels, of course, the volume did die in the vine. But bottom line is that it made it into the higher levels, couldn't handle price thus far. But what you do have, as we just went through those levels, bottom line, if you close at these levels, then that high of September is going to get tested. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Look forward to speaking to you this afternoon, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.